So, what if I told you that pretty much everything you think you know about getting rich is wrong? You see, according to Morgan Housel, the author of the mega bestseller The Psychology of Money, financial success has way less to do with how smart you are and everything to do with how you behave. It's not about some complex formula, it's about mastering your own mind.
And that right there, that's the core of the problem. It's not that we're bad at math. It's that we're kind of blind to ourselves. You know, our habits, our impulses, and all those hidden scripts running in the background that tell us how to spend our money every single day.
So, that brings us to the first big idea here. Financial success is a soft skill. It's not really about what you know, but how you act. It's a game that's played not on a spreadsheet, but right in the space between your ears. And this is where it gets really fascinating. Finance is one of the only fields where a totally ordinary person with zero formal training, but who has solid behavioral skills, can actually outperform a Wall Street genius who's a slave to their emotions. Your behavior is a way more powerful asset than your degree. So you can forget all those complicated strategies. The real keys to taking back control, they're shockingly simple. Grow your money patiently, live within your means, and use that money as a tool to build the life you actually want. It's all about mindset, not math.
Okay, but if it's so simple, why is it so hard? Well, it's because we're all stuck on what Housel calls the expectation treadmill, and it is the single greatest destroyer of financial happiness out there.
This is the simple, kind of brutal math of happiness. It's not really about how much money you're pulling in. It's all about the gap between what you have and what you feel like you should have. And that gap, that's where all financial anxiety is born.
And wow, is it a dangerous game to play? Because when your lifestyle gets a little bigger, but your expectations get way bigger, you're basically guaranteed to feel poor. Even as you get richer, you're just forever chasing a moving target.
And you better believe that today, this whole treadmill is on hyperdrive. I mean, think about it. We went from just keeping up with the Joneses next door to trying to keep up with like 7 billion people on the internet. Social media algorithms are literally designed to make you feel like you're not enough. And that's why this is, hands down, the hardest financial skill to learn. Knowing when to stop moving the goalposts. Because if your appetite for more grows faster than your income, you will never, ever feel wealthy.
Okay, so how in the world do you get off this thing? Simple. You change the destination. The goal isn't just more. The real goal is independence.
And this, right here, is a total game changer. True wealth, it isn't the stuff you buy. It's the money you don't spend. It's the savings in the bank that give you control over your time. That ultimate freedom to wake up in the morning and say, I get to do what I want today. Here's an easy way to think about it. Being rich is your current income. It's loud, it's flashy, it's visible, like that fancy car. But being wealthy, that's what you don't spend. It's silent, it's invisible, like money in the bank. Rich is a number. Wealthy is a mindset. You know, Housel talks about this from when he was a valet parking fancy cars. He had this big realization. People don't actually admire the person in the Ferrari. They just use the car as a benchmark for what they want. The moment you realize no one is thinking about you, you're suddenly free from the need to impress them.
So what's the tool? What's the one thing that buys you this independence? It's saving. But we've got to stop thinking of it as a sacrifice. Seriously, saving is a superpower.
Think about it. Every single dollar of debt you take on, that's a piece of your future that someone else now owns. You're literally selling tomorrow's freedom for something you want today. It's a mortgage on your future self.
But every dollar you save, that does the exact opposite. It's a piece of your future that you are buying back for yourself. You are purchasing control, $1 at a time.
So you see, saving isn't about depriving yourself. It's about consciously deciding what you want to spend your money on. Are you buying a new gadget, or are you buying peace of mind? A fancy dinner, or freedom? Every dollar you save is an investment in your own future security.
And let's be crystal clear, this is not optional. Life's only guarantee is that it's going to throw you a curveball, or 2, or 10. Your savings aren't just for retirement someday. They're the buffer between a bad day and a total disaster.
All right, so how do we actually put all this into practice? Let's wrap up with a few super simple, concrete habits that can build the foundation for a lifetime of financial well-being.
Seriously, it's this simple. First, you got to fight that ignorance we talked about. Just look at your bank account every day. Second, you fight your own emotions by automating your savings so it's not even a choice.
And third, you fight that feeling of being stuck. Just start small. The amount doesn't matter nearly as much as the habit.
And if you ever for 1 second doubt the power of these small, consistent actions, you just have to remember the story of this man, Ronald Reed. He proved that you don't need a high income to build extraordinary wealth. You just need the right behavior, practiced patiently for a long, long time.
So I want to leave you with this one final thought. Just try to strip away all the noise. Forget the social media, the ads, the pressure from everyone around you. If nobody could see how you lived, what kind of life would you choose? Answering that question honestly, well, that's the real first step toward true wealth.